Okay, so here you play
Against Vucenovic. Yeah, he was a very strong international master from Zurich. I mean, he was a Yugoslav grandmaster,
Serbian.
International master, yeah, Serbian one. But okay, the game was decisive, more or less. I mean, the last round of this very strong Zurich Open, and I had to win to try to win the tournament. You know, he tried to make draw to have a very good result finally. You see, so we'll see what happens. So we play a Zemish. Yeah, we play the Zemish, and after Bishop E3, E5, the old variation, the main line. You see, yeah. D5. That was played also by Gligoric and many other, Yugoslav grandmasters before. I mean, we saw a lot of games before. So knight a6 is an interesting idea. He wants to come with the knight in c5 and then after a5 to block a little bit the position on the queen side. So this is the idea for black. All right, so knight c5, bishop c2, a5, okay. So until now everything is clear. He tried to block a little bit the queen side and we continue the normal line for white, you see. Knight.
So here, this bishop here...
No, you have to go back to c2, yeah. If he has time to take in d3, white has very little, maybe nothing, you see. Yeah. So the bishop is important. We'll see later on. Yeah. Knight g2, bishop d7. Okay, he waits. Queen d2. It's clear that white is better, but it's very difficult to show it, to achieve something, you see. You have to be very patient. Okay, castle is very good because at least you don't give him any chance to attack on the other side. If you castle the other side, I mean normally, black has some normal ideas with knight h5, f5, and so on, on the queen side, king side. Pardon, yeah. So now you have to be patient. After knight e8, little by little, you see, little by little. Okay, so now I played g4. It seems that white wants to attack on the other side, but it's not true. Finally, we'll block the position here on the king side, and the game will be on the queen side, until the end, you see. Which is a little bit strange, but it's very good. Yes.
Even so, your king is there.
Well, it seems g4 is normal move. I mean, you play g4, h4, and so on, But you don't have anything very clear on the king side, But you have to understand this is a little bit strange, I told you. So, okay, he played well to provoke with bishop f6. Now h4 is good. Now it's clear he can't take in h4 because he loses the bishop after g5, He loses a piece, of course. Yeah. Okay, but he's ready to try to block the position, I mean, okay, knight g7, I play h5. Okay, now if he doesn't play g5, trying to block the position, the idea is very clear. Now we threaten maybe to take in g6, and then, double the rooks on the h file, and then it's very, very good for white,
Yeah.
So, okay, now he has to take a decision what to do. And now he decided to block. He played g5.
But now, why you didn't take now?
Because then I open immediately the f line, and he attacks immediately the pawn from f3, and it's not clear. After taking in g6, f take g6, the pawn from f3 is more or less weak, and it's not clear, You don't have anything decisive yet, with white. So it's okay. Now he succeeded to block there. Now we go back on the other side, and we start, our game on the queen side until the end of the game. We'll see. But, patience. Okay. So h6, everything is clear there, on the king side. Now, right, we threatened already b4, king b2 and b4. So knight a6 trying to, to defend the position. I mean, he doesn't give you immediately the idea with b4, So, okay, rook d1, we prepare again, queen e8. It seems that he wants to play b5, having some initiative,
Yeah.
But we let him play b5 because if he plays b5, we stay later with pair of bishops and, absolute control on the white squares. This is the idea until the end of the game. We'll see. So, okay, king b2 invites him to play b5, Yeah. So knight c5. Well, rook a1, very good. And now it seems he played b5 now. Okay,
Yes.
he played b5. So, right, we took, he took. Take with the queen. And now knight c3. No? Knight c3. Now it's clear. We have control on the white squares, you know. Little by little. The other rook comes, you know, on the king side, everything is okay, you know. He can't push anything. We control. The knight from g7 is bad. The bishop from e7 is also without play for the moment.
So you are thinking maybe to run away with the king?
No, we want to play later on the king in a2, and the idea is to push somehow the pawns on the queen side, you know, a4, b4, and so on. But I told you, not immediately. Immediately is not good, but
so keeping the king close.
In time is okay. Yeah, it's very pleasant position for white. You see, white can also play if he wants. He can play with the king on the other side. I mean, king c1, d1, and so on. No problem. It's very good for white. You know. So okay, rook fb8, rook king a2. You see, all the pieces are on the queen side.
Yeah.
Even the white king is there, but white will win on the queen side. Having his king there, it's no danger at all, you know, everything is okay, it's under control. You see. But you have to understand the small ideas, you know, why white is better, how can he control the position and so on. Until the end, we have the black square bishop from black and the knight from g7 in very passive positions, you know. That makes the difference until the end, you see. So, okay, bishop d3. Now we give back our pair of bishops, because if he doesn't take immediately, we have time to put the bishop in c4, and afterwards maybe we can play a4 and bishop b5, and then it's very bad for black, you know, if we arrive there. You know. So he has to take, we take, and now we have absolute control on the white squares, you see. Already, very, very good for white, you know. If he opens a little bit the game, he tries, he's desperate to open a little bit to have a counter chance. But now, okay, it's very easy. We take in c6, he has to take back, and now we have the square d5 forever, you know. Again, fantastic position for white, you know. We have the knight in d5, very, very strong, and now we have control on the c file and the b file, you know. So any endgame is terrible for black, we'll see, you know. So, okay, queen b7, what to do? Rook c1. Okay, rook c8, okay. No chance otherwise, you know. He tries to, to trade some pieces. Okay, so a4, very strong move again. Because now if he tries to trade both rooks, you know, we can even trade both rooks, and then we play against the weakness from a5. And the majority, 2 pawns against 1 pawn, any endgame is winning for white, you see. So, right, knight e6, he wants some counterplay somehow, you know. Yeah. So, after queen b5, what to do now? Again, if he takes in b5, again, I tell you, every endgame is winning. Even we have patience later on and play simply king a3, king a4, and then we play b6 and kaput, you know. No chance at all.
Slowly but surely.
No, terrible for black, yeah. No. So what to do? I mean, the only chance is to wait. Okay. So he took, and now rook c6. We see complete control on the white squares, you know. So rook b8, now simply rook b1. Okay, so now he was a little bit in time trouble also, and he played bishop c7. He has to wait, you know, any move. So now rook a6, and here, what could he do? He played what?
Here we didn't want a pawn if you wanted to take?
The pawn is not important. The knight from d5 is important, you know. You'll see until the end. Yeah,
to keep the knight.
The knight there is fantastic, you know. So, rook a6. Now we want to take the a5 pawn. If you take the a5 pawn, it's terrible, you know. The end game is without any hope, you see. So knight f4. And now after knight f4, which is the normal move here, you have a terrible endgame for black, you see, now, forced. So we took with the bishop, very good. He has to take, to open a little bit, you know, the diagonal and so on. And now comes the decisive move, you see, b4. We give a pawn. I mean, we give the pawn for the moment. He has to take, no? And now we play king b3. The file is closed now.
Yeah.
The pawn from before is not important. We take also the c file. We arrive with the other rook in c1 and it's finished, And afterwards the a pawn wins, in every position. You see the difference. The knight from d5 is fantastic. The bishop from d7, from c7 is like a pawn.
Yeah.
Until the end.
And all your pawns are on the white square.
On the white square, but this is not important. Every endgame is completely winning for white here. So, okay, what did he do? He tries to come, put the bishop in d8 and then try to come with the king. King f8, king e8, but it's too late, Rook c1 is, now it's very easy. Very easy. Rook c1, but very logical. So, you see, complete domination, I mean, white plays alone here. Yeah. Now we have another idea to play simply a5 and the rook in b6. If we have time to do this, again, terrible. So, okay, a5. Play this. Now, there. Yeah. King d7. Okay. a6. Now what to do? He has to take in b6. No?
Yeah.
No, he resigned here. No, right?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay, so now if he takes in b6, he's forced, we give check and then a7 and queen. If he doesn't play like this, well, now he comes back, or king c7, for instance, or king c6 and a7. Finished.
Yeah.
Demonstration, from logical play, strategic ideas, and the difference between a very strong knight against a weak bishop, you see.
Yes, yeah.
If this happens in every position, not only in Zemish, it's always like this. But this is a rare example where white wins in some, quiet game. I mean, not immediate mate or attack or something like always in Zemish, This is something different, but very good for white also, you see. And the idea is very logical and clear and so on, So
Nice.
Finally, I won the game and I won the tournament like this.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Gheorghiu.
Yeah.